Hello. Welcome to this week's weekly knit chit chat. This is actually an impromptu live because I've been doing my lives on Fridays. As I said last week, I'm going to be changing them to Thursdays and never got onto my calendar this week. And I am taking tomorrow off. So we're just going to do this instead of our weekly lives. So if this is your first time joining, hello, welcome. I am Jessica, the knitting pattern designer behind Snickerdoodle Knits, host of the Pattern Design Circle. And every week I like to just hang out, knit, and chit and chat, and all of the things. Hello to the folks joining. So this is an impromptu version of the weekly knit chit chat, in case you missed the little first intro thing I did, because it takes a little while for folks to get on. It didn't end up in my calendar, and so I didn't actually make time for it. So here I am sitting on my couch in my living room. You are located on top of my laptop, which is located on top of a pillow, and we're just gonna chat quickly. It's gonna be a shorter version, but I thought it would be fun still just to connect, because there have been a few exciting things going on. So if you're here live, go ahead, or if you're watching the replay, go ahead and let me know how your week's been. I did not create any show notes for this week, but this week it feels like it's been fast and productive and difficult. So one of the things I did over the weekend was I read Joeli's book, Is It Enough Yet? And realized that the part of the story that I'm in right now is called Stuck in the Goo. So it's just me trying to figure out a few things. And something she says in the book is that, you can't, it's easy to try to, figure out how to get out of the goo, and it's just, something we have to kind of just wait for and trust that it will happen. So anyway, this was something I wanted to share, is Joeli's book. She says on the cover, it says, a story of transformation and a journey to find enoughness, because so many of us, business owners or not, it's a struggle of trying to be enough for everybody else and trying to please everybody else. And so anyway, this is I really enjoyed the read. It's an easy read, it's a relatable read, it has some storytelling in it, and just very relatable. And I don't know if you can see here, but there's lots of illustrations that make it so fun and easy to really grasp what she's talking about, in a visual sense as well. So that was one thing. And then also, I guess it was the long weekend. So on Monday, I finished my In a Mood scarf, finally. So the section that I'd been working on last was the lace section. It has not been blocked yet. I obviously still have not woven in the ends either. But it's done. So it's the same idea as the In a Mood shawl, where it has several different stitch textures, and you can choose when you choose to knit them. So you could do little bands of different stitches, different colors, however you want to do it. I chose to just do them all separately for this because I wanted to make it like this, where it could loop 3 times and it's a separate texture for each loop. Thank you, Marie Elise. Yeah, I'm excited about it. So I haven't actually finished writing the pattern because usually I write the patterns before I knit them, but because this was based off of the shawl and it's such a custom knit kind of thing, you can knit however you want. I haven't actually written out the pattern yet. So my goal was to get that done and get it to the tech editor this week. And I even thought, maybe I would get it to test knitters, but it is 2:30 Thursday afternoon, and I am done with working at 5 o'clock today. So the likelihood that that's all going to happen, it's really small, especially since I have other stuff to work on too. But so that was exciting. It feels like it had been forever since I really knit a lot. Something I've talked about for a while is that oftentimes when I pick up my knitting, it feels like work because, it is work knitting, and, designing, all of that. And so then trying to get back to the place where this is like an enjoyable thing. So like if I want to knit, in the evening, it's not just so I feel productive, but it's because I actually want to do it. And so I'm feeling back in that space again. And, picking up my knitting again sometimes during calls and things like that, because I want to be doing it from a place of joy and not because I feel like I have to. So that was exciting. And then yesterday I cast on the Cowl version. So same thing, same 4 textures, 4 stitches. There's the garter, the drop stitches, the garter rib inside out, and the simple lace. And there's the Cowl version. So the Cowl actually is already available to purchase on pre-order on Ravelry, because when I published the shawl, I made it available, the Cowl and the shawl available, and the pattern's just not there yet. So I do plan on anybody who purchases the Cowl before it's published, I'm going to send the scarf pattern to you as well. So if just FYI, little insider secret. So the Cowl, I decided I would go ahead and do smaller bands, and we'll see what order I do them in. I don't know for sure yet. So we have the garter rib inside out at the bottom, then garter, and then a short drop stitch. I'm going to have the drop stitches on the Cowl shorter than the scarf, and the scarf might have actually been shorter than the shawl. I don't remember for sure. And then garter, and then I think I'm going to do simple, I don't know. I might go back to the garter rib now. I'm not sure. I am running out of yarn of this color. So I just have a little bit left. So I'm thinking, I haven't looked at my yarn yet, but last week when I was talking about this one, and I think I was mentioning that I wanted to start this for the Cowl, I noticed in the same yarn bag I have this color, and I think it would go really well. It's not what I had originally intended for it, but it might be kind of fun to show it in a variegated and a solid in the same design, have all of the textures in both colors as well. It definitely would change the vibe it gives off, but it might be fun. I also might look at what else I have in Yarn Stash. This and this are hand-dyed Diva. It's a local yarn shop that also dyes their own yarn. And so this is a DK weight base. I do not remember the color names at all. I apologize. But if you want to know, leave a comment on the replay, and I will definitely look it up for you. Actually, I might have the yarn bands here. Nope, I don't. Okay, so, and then this color is, I don't remember the name of it either. I feel like I should. Feels like it's something obvious, but it is Queen City Yarn, DK weight. And Queen City Yarn is also another local to me yarn dyer. So, yeah, that might be a thing. Because this definitely isn't going to get me as long as I want to go for this Cowl. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that's been happening. There's been a lot of work going on in tandem. It's been a short week. I went ahead and took off Monday because my spouse also had Monday off. We went looking for furniture. And that's most of what we did. I made some desserts because I've been making too many desserts lately. I made some no-bake cookies, and it was just a box mix, brownies with cheesecake stuff on top. My spouse, it's his favorite. He loves the brownies with the cheesecake stuff on top. So I made both of those, and that was basically my Monday. We did go over to some friends' houses, multiple people lived there, one house. So working, I had Tuesday, Wednesday, today, and this weekend is our wedding anniversary, celebrating 6 years, and so last week I decided we should actually do something, and like I've mentioned before, he has every other Friday off, and so he has tomorrow off, and I decided we should do something. So we're gonna go up to the mountains, just a couple hours from here, and enjoy a long weekend and a very short work week. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope you're having fun with whatever projects you're working on or aren't working on. You know, like I mentioned, I'm finally feeling like I'm getting my knitting mojo really back, where I'm really enjoying it. So I might actually do some knitting this weekend. Have some time in the car and everything, but a lot of times in the car I do just sleep. So anyway, we'll see. But thank you, Marie Elise. I think that's everything from me. I do feel like I should keep getting some stuff done before I close the day. But I did want to hop on really quick. Thanks for joining live. It's so fun to have you chat, and I'm so sorry I'm not just hanging out to ask all about your projects and everything. But when you see the replay, I would love to hear, like, go ahead and let me know what you've been working on, all of that kind of stuff. I do know Marie Elise she released another pattern and is working on more, and oh my goodness, I'm so proud of you. So we'll talk another time, hopefully on a live, where we can chat more about your designs. But I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your week, a wonderful weekend, and if you have plans, go ahead and let me know in the comments on the replay what you're doing for the weekend. And keep your eye out. There will still be a smile file Friday tomorrow. So, alrighty, I'll let that be, but thanks so much for all of your support, for hanging out, and I will talk to you later. Thanks, everybody. Hugs.